Well, welcome back to Preservation Travels with Lane and Kevin here at our Restoration Nation. Today, we're bringing you a second empire on St. Charles. Welcome back to Preservation Travels. We are currently inside what is widely considered to be the finest example of Second Empire architecture in the South. Well, I'm standing inside the new portion of this incredible home. It was originally built in 1866 as a double gallery Greek Revival home, mirroring the homes that it was across the street from. It originally faced Bordeaux Street. In 1875, it was purchased and this staircase was moved. This incredible three-story Second Empire tower was added with this immaculate stairway. And in the mid-1970s, it was moved from Bordeaux Street to face St. Charles. It's going to come as no surprise to you that this home is a project. But what a project. What an incredible property worth saving. Let's talk about what has been done. The home is completely structurally sound. We have steel headers throughout. All of the foundation has been reinforced, and a great deal of the hardest part of the work, the demolition, has been completed for you. You can see, look at these windows, these incredible 11-foot windows. The ceiling height in this home is 13 feet. The windows are going to hit about 11 feet. All of the original spoon carved moldings are here. They're all extant. They're in place. The plaster work on the ceiling is still here. This is all new work made out of old cypress, old cedar. All of this is old growth wood that's already been milled and already been prepared to go into this home. It just needs its next steward to take it on. This room is a fascinating look inside the architectural elements that remain for this home to help you map along with your restoration. These are the original columns that were on the exterior of the home. They have to be replicated. This home does have historic easements on it. That's the one way that we in the restoration community can protect these historic properties. There's a huge misconception that being on the National Register of Historic Places gives some sort of protection for a historic home, but it gives none whatsoever. It's merely a designation. But historic easements mean that a home cannot be altered and it cannot be destroyed. So the exterior of this home does have historic easements on it, so it must be replicated as it always was. But many of the pieces are here. We showed you the windows for the tower already prepped and ready to go in place. These are the columns that need to be replicated. There are many pieces in this room as we walk around. This mantelpiece, probably original to the property, that gives us a little look inside the pieces and parts that have been inside this home for years. So let's talk about this project a little bit. I'm sure to some of you it looks absolutely overwhelming, but this is the stage at which we would love to acquire a project. The really hard part is done. Now it's up to you to come in and add your finishing touches. So let's talk about what is here, what's left of this historic structure. Well, obviously the structure itself, but beyond that, you have all of these exquisite trim ornaments, plaster elements, the original hardwood floors. I've never seen a newel post, banister, spindle, handrail as magnificent, chunky, and beefy as the one that we have in this entryway. All of our headers are double laminated. Many of them are steel. This is just waiting on someone with a little bit of heart, a lot of love, and a lot of vision to come in, finish this restoration, and then spend the summer sipping mint juleps by the beautiful swimming pool that's just outside of this bay window. I'm standing inside what could be the kitchen if you wanted it to be, or it could be a main suite, or it could be another living space. The beauty of this home is that it can be whatever you envision at this point. But one thing we can tell you for sure is that the spaces in here are absolutely monumental. The feeling of grandeur that you get in here is just unrivaled. This home has had a lot of amazing uses, obviously as a single-family residence, but for many decades, it was the Rugby Academy. Now, what was the Rugby Academy? There's a very, very illustrious boys' school here in New Orleans, but if you got kicked out of that boys' school, you went to the Rugby Academy. So for decades, young men ran up and down this staircase, lived and learned in this beautiful building. What could possibly be better than having to hold art out for you for the trolley to go by? Can you imagine sitting on your double gallery in this property, watching the trolley go up and down St. Charles? Talk about being transported back in time. Now, obviously, this home is for sale, and it is an enormous project, but what a rewarding life's work to be able to say that you brought this masterpiece of Second Empire architecture back from the brink, back to life. We're not the real estate agent, as we always tell you. We do not represent this property and we don't guarantee it in any way. But the wonderful realtor who let us in here today, his information is in the Zillow listing below. So if you think this might be the property for you, reach out to him, give him a call, and let him take you inside this property and see if you might be the next steward. Now, before we go, we want to remind you that our Natchez Tour of Homes is coming up in March. It'll be here before you know it, and tickets to our event will be the absolute best Christmas gift you could give anybody on their wish list. What a great stocking stuffer. We will have 13 private homes that are never open for tour, open for 2 weekends only. The weekends of March 12th, 13th, 14th, and 19th, 20th, and 21st. Along with that, we'll have historic reenactors. We're going to have an incredible concert. We're going to have an antique show with a speaker that you will not believe. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind weekend for one-of-a-kind people here at our Restoration Nation. So there goes the trolley again, making lots of noise, but making my day. We'll see you soon.